Okay folks, this week I'm planning on cleaning up this hill area. We got a lot of weeds growing up here, a lot of trees growing, things that we don't want up there. I'm going to do my best to clean it up a little bit. Okay, so this has been our stairway to go up onto the hill towards our trail. Bella's going to show you the way. There's a woodchuck living back here and behind one of the rocks, terrorizing our gardens. This is the stairway we've got. Eventually I'm going to build something, an actual stairway, pressure treated. But for now, this is what we've got. I'm planning on getting this cleaned up. The woodchuck, like I said, made of a big sandy mess. Some of the stairs that I've got in the hill here are just rotted, so I'm going to replace a couple of those and get rid of some of the weeds and stuff that's not really what we're going for. So it's going to be a big project. There's tons of stuff that's got to come out of here and get cleaned up. Some of the stuff is we're going to keep. These rose campions here are spent, but still we love them growing up here, so I'm probably going to leave a lot of this stuff. But some of it's coming down. A lot of the wildflowers are getting kind of scraggly looking, so we'll be pulling some of that out too. Alright, that's that. I'm building a support for our wisteria vine, give it something to climb up. Multiflora Rose has a beautiful name, but it's a thorny, horrible, invasive species. Real nasty to get out, but we're going to do our best. Those nice thorns on there. Never really has any flowers, just tiny white flowers. Nothing very attractive, very invasive.
Yeah, let me get a good shot of that. do we get it to focus right? You get the idea. It's got bones. It's got leaves. That's what it looks like.
These gloves are great against most of the prickers I've been dealing with up here, the wild raspberries, everything else. They're not much help with these thorns here. See, little prickers on this wild raspberry, tiny. These gloves are great with that stuff.
That was pretty anticlimactic. Cough, cough.
Oh, bittersweet.
This is all bittersweet, which is very invasive. You don't want it.
Bittersweet, orange roots. So 98% of what was growing here was bittersweet. I pulled out what I could. I may carefully spray some of the rest, being mindful, of course, that we're near a pond where we get some frogs sometimes. I've gone up just past our property line. I'd like to take care of some of the neighbors' bittersweet, but I don't think I have the time or energy this week. Some of these stairs that I built a few years ago with untreated lumber, just some scraps I had on hand, need to be replaced. I'm using cinder blocks probably for that. But again, I may not have time for that this week. And then it goes up to our trail. This is the mess we have behind the shed. Mostly wild raspberries and, well, all kinds of other stuff. Got some supplies back here, some lumber, some edging. But I'll be cleaning this up next. Maple trees. Yeah, we don't want that growing here. Hi everybody. Some of you may know that Gina has just been through major surgery, so she's really having a rough time with the recovery. For a couple years now she's been wanting to have a bench up on our trail, so when she's fully recovered she can sit and enjoy. So I'm going to take this time to surprise her with a little bench up there. She knows I've been doing some cleanup, but I'm going to take a little time while she's sleeping. I'm going to try to throw together a little bench so that when she's fully recovered she can go up and sit and enjoy. And I hope it'll give her a little satisfaction at the end of her long recovery. So I happen to have had a pressure treated 2x8 hanging around. So the plans for the bench I looked up included some 2x8s. So I just had to buy a couple more 8-footers. I'm going to put it together with a few screws, so it should be a low-cost project. So the 2x8s that I used were 2 8-footers and 1 12-footer. Okay, so to cut the tapered back, I'm going to measure up 21 inches from the foot and 4.5 inches from the back side here, and connect that line right along here. And for the other leg, we're just going to marry the cut piece to the uncut piece, and draw a line, make sure they match. So we attach the short leg and the long leg. You take the long leg from the front of it, measure up 12 1/4, and the back is going to be 5 3/8. Then we're going to take this one with a 45-degree angle at the top. And we'll use a straight edge at the bottom and we'll make sure the feet match. I'm going to line up this tick mark and that tick mark. And there we go. Long leg, short leg, 45-degree on top, and we're going to screw them together. Using 2.5-inch deck screws. There we go. This is one leg. Okay, for the other leg, we have to make sure it's a mirror image. Same instructions, just flip around the other way. This front seat, this front board on the seat overhangs about 1.5 inches. Making sure we're relatively plumb here. So for the back board, the front 2 screws are just like the front board, down from the top. For the back screws, they're going to go in from the side. There we go. And we just have to attach the back boards. Okay, for this upper board, I kind of prop it in place. I'm just going to get a screw in at each end just to hold it in place. That didn't work out so well. So I'm going to screw in each side to give us something to cling to. This is where other set of hands would come in handy. Normally that would be Gina, but like I said before, it's a little laid up right now. Now let's make sure she works. Solid, simple, does the job. I think it'll look great up on our trail. Okay, so I'm going to throw a quick coat of stain on here. So, while you're recovering, I'll do something for you. You've been on it for a while. I hope you like it. Right, open up. It's for a trail.
I love it.
Is it work?
I love it. Yes. Oh, it's so beautiful. You made that?
Yeah. You can hear me cutting away, huh, when I'm sleeping?
I heard you cutting, but I didn't know that's what you were doing. But that is beautiful.
You won't be able to sit in it for a while. I just stained it so it's wet. And I'm going to put it up on the trail so when you're well.
Oh, that's perfect. I love it. I love it. Oh, it's beautiful. Look at it. Wow. Oh, it's so pretty. I love it.
Before we end this video, I'm going to take you for a little walk on our hillside trail. A good portion of our property is this wooded hillside that we really didn't have much use for until a few years ago. We decided to build a little trail that we end up walking almost daily to give her some exercise. You may see on the trail side some gnomes and their dwellings. We added these as a little whimsical effect for the trail side. We had them years ago in our garden and they were just hanging around in the shed, so we decided to put them up here. but it gives us kind of a daily relaxing walk. So once Gina's fully recovered, she can come back up here and join me.